It's food o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. I'm back with another noodle. This time, a British noodle. And a noodle that'll probably most of you will recognise. They're from Batchelors and it's their super noodles. New flavour, Mexican chicken fajita. 90 grams. So what you do, of course most of you know, half a pint of boiling water, 300 millilitres. Bring to the boil. Add the noodles, add the sachet, let the water absorb into the noodles whilst it's boiling. Serve, immediately eat. So, let's go away. They were £1.25 to buy. Let's go and cook them and I'll be back when they're ready to review. Okay, these noodles are ready. Steaming away there. So I was going to say, the pack. So my initial thoughts whilst this is cooling down a little bit. With super noodles, the pack is always slightly bigger than, say, maybe your Korean noodle. So I used to buy the Coca noodles. They used to be about 12p back in the day. Their packs are tiny. Definitely get more with the super noodle. And the other thing I wanted to mention was they're very kind of British flavours, aren't they, the super noodles? You can buy like beef, chicken, whatever. You can definitely buy a curry flavour, but it's a very mild curry. It's like a very, very mild chip shop curry. But it just goes to show, doesn't it? The Asian market for noodles, they definitely spotted an opportunity in the UK. They could see that we ate our noodles, but they could see that we didn't necessarily kind of eat the exotic flavours that they do, the real lovely spicy ones where you add packs of veg, and I think they're really good. I'm a big fan. Whereas with the super noodles, they're definitely playing towards more of a British fan base. You know, you don't see much in the way of greenery and bits of carrot and stuff in here. It's all, you get the tiniest amount, look, of green speckles. Whatever those green speckles might be. But just tasting the fork there with the juice, wow. They're quite spicy. Here we go then, £1.25. I think this is the first time, mind you I've said that before, haven't I? I think this is the first time I've reviewed super noodles on the channel. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments box, I'm sure you will. They're quite spicy, you know. For a British traditional Batchelors kind of super noodle brand, there's a bit of spice here. The noodle consistency as well, I think that's different. They seem a lot softer, a lot more like the water's soaked into the noodle a bit more. A bit stickier, if that makes sense. They're a bit of a stickier noodle. Some of the Japanese, Thai noodles that you try there, they're a lot more kind of firmer and drier. A lot less sticky. This feels like it's going to kind of fill you up for quite some time. So, the Fajita flavour then. I mean, when I talk about spice, I'm not talking about Samyang, nuclear fire noodle spice. It's just a lovely burn on the back of the throat. You get some kind of what is perceived to be a chicken fajita flavour. So if you think of the old El Paso, if you ever bought the Mexican wrap packs, and you get the packets of sauce, the packets of powder that turns into sauce, that fajita powder. It's quite similar to that. It's like Batchelors have approached them, old El Paso, and said, can we borrow your powder mix, please? They're all right. They're definitely okay. I've just been on a long 6-mile walk. I come in and I was feeling peckish on the way home. I was thinking, oh, I'm hungry. And I was thinking on the way home as I was walking, what have I got in the cupboard that I could knock out a quick review of? And I was thinking of I got them Coca. The reason why I mentioned the Coca noodles is that I got a prawn flavour, I think, and a beef flavour of them. And I was thinking I'll do the 2 flavours. But then coming home, lo and behold, I found a bigger pack of super noodles. And I've gone with a bigger pack because I'm slightly hungry. So, in terms of flavour, in terms of... I mean, would I buy these again? Do you know, I think I would. I think I would. We've all been in these situations where you're in the supermarket, last minute supermarket dash. You got the wife with you, you may have your kids with you, and everyone's going, what do you want to eat? Now, my wife and kids will go soup. They'll always go down the soup aisle in the supermarket. And I'll always go, well, yeah, you know, soup and a bread roll, pretty good, can't fault it. But I'll always go with some kind of noodle me. They're just as easy to cook as a bowl of soup. And I just think you get a little bit more substance from them. If you're going to fill yourself up, you might fill yourself up on a bowl of soup and a bread roll. But I think a pack of super noodles or a big pack of the Asian noodles you can now buy everywhere in the supermarkets, they're a safer bet, I think, to fill you up. Yeah, they're relatively kind of spicy. They're not going to burn your face off spicy, but it's a nice burn on the back of the throat. It's definitely like a Mexican style fajita flavour, as I mentioned earlier. I'm interested to see what the little specks of green are. I'll be very quick with this. So there's some ground paprika, some ground cumin, garlic, onion, chilli. So it's oregano and parsley. Oregano and parsley. And there's some basil in there as well. So there is a little bit of bits of greenery, but it's all been like finely chopped up. So I'm gonna I always polish off the juice just to get that kind of level of spice, level of flavour. Yeah, ooh, caught my throat there. Job done. It's a nice level of spice. It's a very British level of spice, if you like. It's not going to blow your mind off, but it's telling you it's there. Chicken's pretty good. If I was to choose any super noodle flavour, it would definitely be these Mexican chicken fajita. They're quite nice, actually. I quite like them. They're a solid 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.